How does saving millions of dollars on your house sound? That is why about 300 Californians are moving from the Golden State to the Lone Star State of Texas every single day. Beginning in 2010, housing affordability, robust job markets, no state income tax, and crime and homelessness started driving Californians to Texas. More than just a Texan welcome, these new residents are gaining more bang for their buck with larger living spaces and cheaper utilities. This is the current face of Texodus, a phenomenon that we'll explore in today's video, as we consider its implications on the nation's demographic and economic landscapes. But before we move forward, click that like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. This channel will keep you updated on the most intriguing videos on economic topics around the world. In 2021, the movement from California to Texas was the most popular interstate move in the country, with 111,000 people, or 300 a day, leaving California for Texas, a staggering 80% increase compared to 2012. The exodus grew by 36% between 2016 and 2021, a stark contrast when juxtaposed with the migration stream from all other states to Texas, which rose a mere 0.1%. The data implies a distinct Californian inclination towards Texas. The drivers behind this migration trend are varied, but the primary reasons boil down to cost, employment opportunities, and lifestyle choices. High housing prices and the cost of living in California are major factors encouraging this movement. A compelling statistic revealed that the value of homes was $7.63 for every $1 of household income in California in 2021, compared to $3.55 per dollar in Texas. This difference in affordability, with the median value of homes in California being 2.7 times higher than in Texas in 2021, makes the move enticing. The escalating housing prices and living costs in California, combined with the relative affordability in Texas, are likely to sustain the significant flow of Californians towards Texas in the foreseeable future. Texas offers not only lower housing costs, but also other economic benefits such as the no income tax policy, a generally lower cost of living, and abundant employment opportunities in the tech and energy sectors. Texas' business-friendly environment has also played a role in this migration. Since 2020, over 100 companies moved their headquarters to Texas, 40% of which were Californian companies. This shift has opened up more job opportunities and made the state more appealing for Californians looking for robust career prospects. Moreover, the housing market in Texas offers significant savings for those moving from California. Homes in Texas cost on average about $282,000 less than in California. Some moving routes, such as from Santa Clara to Dallas County, can result in savings of over $1 million due to a 258% difference in listing prices. Even renters can save, with an over $1,000 in monthly rental savings when moving to Texas from California, and even larger savings in certain county-to-county moves. The mass migration has been characterized by interesting demographics that show a trend of highly educated, high-income millennials moving to the Lone Star State. A notable trend among these migrants is that nearly half, specifically 46%, were millennials with above-average incomes. These millennials, many of whom work in the tech industry, had an annual household income of about $114,000, which is 21% more than the national average income for millennials, or about $94,000. Interestingly, alongside the millennials, Gen Xers also followed suit, constituting about 21% of the migrants, while baby boomers and Gen Zers made the move in comparatively smaller numbers. The millennial exodus was most prominent in counties anchored by major cities like Austin, Houston, and Dallas, and they were largely drawn to fields like tech, finance, education, and healthcare. This can be attributed to the robust job opportunities in Texas, with tech and energy sectors playing a crucial role. This has been bolstered by the remote work trend, which allows workers to choose more affordable options. We discussed the financial side, but what about the social aspect? Let's start with the topic of homelessness. California has been experiencing an escalation in homelessness, with a 43% increase translating to 439 homeless people per 100,000 residents. Conversely, Texas has seen its homeless population shrink by nearly a third, with only 81 homeless individuals per 100,000 residents. This striking difference can be attributed to several factors. In terms of homelessness management, Texas has adopted some innovative approaches. For instance, Austin's tiny home village called Community First Village houses around 350 formerly unhoused people and is primarily dependent on private contributions. It differs from smaller initiatives in California, which mostly rely on city, county, and state funding and are viewed as temporary shelters. Texas also builds more homes than California due to less red tape for developers and no zoning ordinances in cities like Houston. When looking at the financial aspects of homelessness programs, Texas spent about $106 per unhoused person last year, whereas California spent around $10,786 per person, with California making large contributions to homeless services and Texas relying mostly on federal funding and private donations. Despite California's high expenditure, the state's homeless population continues to increase, suggesting that the higher spending is not translating into a successful reduction in homelessness. Now let's look at the comparison of crime between the two states. San Francisco, one of California's largest cities, has seen a drop in population, linked in part to a spike in property-related crime. On the other hand, cities like Austin in Texas, where a significant number of Californians are relocating, saw a boom in population growth, hinting towards a potentially safer environment. The types of crimes and their frequency may differ between the two states, and these differences can impact the decision-making of potential migrants. For example, property crime rates in California, particularly in major cities like San Francisco, have reportedly risen significantly. Conversely, the migration influx suggests that cities in Texas may provide a more secure environment in terms of property-related crimes, thus becoming an attractive destination for Californians. The generation-wise movement can also provide some insights into the crime situation. It is noted that millennials, who make up a significant part of the migrating population, prefer Austin, which suggests a favorable environment in terms of job opportunities, cost of living, and potentially crime rates. So, will this trend ever slow down? It might if Texas home prices continue to rise. Over the past 5 years, Texas's median home value has seen an increase of 54%. If this trend continues, it could start to slow the inflow of Californians to Texas. For instance, if the home prices rise to a point where the cost difference between the states becomes less significant, the financial advantage of moving may no longer exist. Another factor that could potentially slow down the migration is the economic health of the tech industry. A significant number of those moving from California to Texas work in the tech industry, particularly millennials with above-average incomes. Having tech hubs in Austin has led to job creation and, in turn, affordable housing people want to migrate to. However, if tech companies stop moving to Texas, or if jobs get replaced by technology or artificial intelligence, this could result in a slowdown of migration. A downturn in the tech job market could further be amplified by any recessionary impact based on the Federal Reserve's actions on interest rates. The continuous development of affordable housing in Texas could also play a role in this dynamic. If the speed of developing affordable housing does not match the rate of incoming migration, it could potentially create a housing shortage, leading to increased prices and ultimately a slowdown in migration. In conclusion, the migration of Californians to Texas is a multi-dimensional phenomenon with profound implications. Central to this migration trend is an economic impetus. Californians are moving to Texas for better job opportunities, affordability, and an appealing lifestyle. With Texas's large metropolitan areas like Dallas-Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin offering these amenities in an unmatched manner. Interestingly, the migration's demographics are characterized largely by millennials with above-average incomes, most of whom work in the tech sector. Such a population shift can significantly shape Texas's economic, social, and political landscape, with the potential to transform the traditional values of the Lone Star State. However, this migration trend might face future obstacles. One primary factor that could potentially hinder this migration is the continuous increase in Texas's home prices. In the past 5 years, home prices in Texas have surged by 54%. This escalating trend, if it continues, might slow down the influx of Californians. Nevertheless, the influx of Californians to Texas will continue to shape the economic, social, and political fabric of the state. We'd like to hear from you. What do you think about this migration? Do you think this California to Texas move will continue, or will Texas get too expensive and make the move not worth it? We invite you to share your thoughts, perspectives, and questions in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.